waiting
Talk
for?
to him. And you take a swing at him, back up. You can take the shots from him, but I lose enough health as it is in this game, so. And if you kill him, only do this after you've spoken to him and accept his mission. If you kill him before that, you just walk in and you blow him away, this isn't going to work. It's a secret button. This guy is not at all vital to the story like you'll find most of the NPCs are. He's very expendable. And what we have here in order is the poison bolts. Very, very handy for clearing out areas. I believe that's 50 gold. A targeter. A max med kit. Very rare. You can only carry 5 of those at a time. And more gold. I'm going to take it all except for the targeter. This is just my personal issue with this game, but I don't find the targeter to be at all useful. It just gets more in the way than anything else. Now, as you see, I have 20 poison bolts. Actually, more than electric bolts. Kind of weird. They can take out any human enemy, except, obviously, the ones you can't kill, any human enemy in a single shot. So these guards, I could take out like so. I'm not going to waste them, but... One. And you'll notice that his buddy did not even, bat an eyelash at it. It's because these are silent killers. They don't set off the alarms when they're used. Not quite sure why it doesn't set off the, their peripherals, but we're not going to question that. Now, there's 2 other little things I can do right now. One's kind of a bigger secret than another, and the second gets you, a little bit of extra cash. You come over here and you talk to this fellow. He wants you to give him gold. He tells you all he knows. What you can actually do with anyone who's like this is save your game beforehand, talk to them, pay them the money, get the information, write it down if you want, and then just reload your file. It's really cheap, and I'm actually kind of surprised I didn't think of that in autosave after you did it. But the thing is, if you kill the guy instead, like so, you take his 10 gold. If you pay him more and then kill him, you still only get 10, so it's not worth it. And since I'm on Bloodbath, I should probably be saving a lot. Another thing that sets this game apart from the other ones, the other Doom games, and I believe was the other one, Heretic and Quake, and I think Wolfenstein, is this one has gold, as you can see at the bottom. Something for that. There, 110 coin. It also has shops you can buy stuff from. Now, you'll want to buy one of these ammo satchels or find one as soon as you can, because it's like the backpack in Doom. It doubles your capacities for ammo, but you find, I think, 3 or 4 over the course of the game, so it's not worth spending 300 gold. You actually have a limit of how much gold you earn in this entire game, so again, it's not worth it to just waste it willy-nilly. You just buy what you need and then save the rest. Now, what I'm trying to do is make it into actually made it on my first try. Make it into this hole here. Now, armor. That's going to reduce the amount of damage you take. I can't quite remember what the degree is, but there's 3 kinds of armor. There's the leather armor, which I just picked up. There's the metal armor, which is probably one of the better ones. And way later in the game, which I'll showcase, is the ghost armor. Now, using one of those makes you, harder to detect. If you use 2 of them, they stack. You become completely invisible, and enemies barely can see you at all. Yet, they can get off a lucky shot every now and then, but, you'll still be mostly invisible. They still detect when you're around, like the sentries do, but they won't be able to hit you. They'll be shooting off in the wrong direction and probably hit someone else, which is way to your advantage when you're fighting the heavily armored guys later on. Now, another thing you're going to notice about this particular difficulty, and I believe the one before it, is enemies respawn. And they respawn fast, from what I understand. I've only ever gotten to this point once on Bloodbath. This green-looking flashy thing right here. See how the alarm's not going off? Can I actually see one from where I'm standing? Okay, I think there's one on that pillar over there, but you can't really make it out. The alarm's not going off now because I haven't done anything to trigger it. The moment I walk through here, it goes off. So the best way to go through this is to just blast the guards as you go. I've already got all the electric bolts I can handle. I'm going to use my poison bolts for this just to reduce the amount of damage I'm going to be taking. Plus, I know the layout pretty well on this difficulty. And any of them, come to think of it. I think there was a guard at the bottom of that, come to think of it. Just one more here. Jeez, even knowing where these fuckers are, I'm still getting shot. They react too fast. I'm going to be flying through a lot of these areas. What the hell hit me? I'm going to be flying through a lot of these areas, really fast to avoid these respawns, because if I get caught up in a big firefight, I'm going to lose. There's no way I can win against people that are just going to keep coming back to life. And nothing in my contract stipulates I have to stick around to duke it out with everyone who wants a piece of me, because hell, I'd be here all week. And at the top, there should be 2 guys. I can't wait till I get my machine gun, to be honest. Shoot. Alright, now, here's the motherfucker we can't. I don't know why they locked him away at 10 gold, to be honest. Give you a little second to read that. Alright. Now, I'm not going to waste a poison bolt on this little asshole either. Plus, I think there's only 2 more guards left in this dungeon. If they ever clutch their chest and start bleeding like that, just put them out of their misery with the punch glove. A couple of little guys will. This is another thing the game has in it. Yeah, that's an organ right there. Very pretty sight. I've already got what I came for, but there is this extra little room to collect stuff from. Box of ammo for the gun later, but I've already filled up on that. An additional, I believe you can carry 2 of every kind of armor, but I can't quite remember if that's true or not. So usually once you do that, if you're not going to revisit an area, which I'll actually point out which ones, like this one, you're never coming back to. Use what you need. And of course, now that we're back in town, you know, switch back to the glove for safety. Now, you'll notice I didn't actually get the chalice. I didn't even look at the chalice. I walked right past it, to be honest, when I went flying down that hallway. You don't need it for anything. Don't take it out of the dungeon. Don't even look at it. Because somewhere someone's going to know.
Mission accomplished? You have the ring of the traitor?
Oh, yes I do. Yes I do. He's dead.
Here, you earned it. The traitor you killed was about to reveal the location of the front. You saved lives. How would you like to earn more gold and a future free from tyranny?
Another one of those choices where you don't want to pick. Like, you just did him a favor. If you still pick not my style, you know too much. He's going to fucking ice you for it.
I have a business relationship with the front's leader, Maisel. I know he needs an incisive fellow like yourself, and he pays well. Take this recovered comm unit, and you'll be led to, shall we say, opportunities.
I'm tempted to say this guy's too trusting. I mean, all I did was show up and offer to kill someone, and that makes me trustworthy? True, I did duke it out with a bunch of order guards, but at the same time, I wouldn't be weighing a murderer as someone you can trust off the bat.
Get going. If you hang around here, we're both dead.
Now, this is where Rowan just became expendable. See, if you talk to him again,
Get going.
this is all he says for the rest of the game. He is legitimately useless. That's something I disliked about this game, is the fact that they did not reuse NPCs. There's a guy later who legitimately has, I believe, 2 lines. Possibly 3. Yeah, he has 3. He has no more use. Later on, your rebel faction will actually move its entire base, and he still stands in the same spot, saying the same line over and over again. He is completely fucking worthless at that point. There seems to be no reason for it. They gave the guy a voice, they gave him a face art and everything. But anyway, moving on. We're going to keep this open.
Listen, if this comm unit is working, that means you're still 100% human. I've been ordered to bring you in. We're talking trust here. Betray me and pay. Oh, and by the way, you can call me Blackbird.
I actually like this as she becomes your partner for the entire game, but you never meet her until the very end. She actually has a couple of little quips that are kind of funny. She also points out a couple things that will either A, help you, or B, distract you. And I'll point out the main one I'm thinking of as distraction when I hit it. But other than that, sometimes you'll be able to catch what she says by hitting the W button on your keyboard, which brings up your message log. Otherwise, it's just something that's unimportant and will not appear in here. But she's the one who keeps you on track in your missions.
Head over to the old town hall. After the order bombed it, Maisel had a tunnel built that lets us get in and out without the Acolyte's knowledge. Go through the door on your left, and then the one on the right. The guard's name is Jeff. Tell him you need gold.
This is the guard I was talking about. This guy has 3 lines in this entire game, but they went to the effort to actually draw him a kind of cool face art.
What are you doing here?
And this is another problem I have with this game, is it's not very creative with its text. I mean,
Blackbird told you the code, huh? Well, let me shut off the alarm. Maisel is 1 flight down.
now I'm no expert on these things, but I need gold sounds like something kind of common in times like this. Like, there's a part later where the area is just completely filled with beggars. How the hell do they know that's the difference between a beggar and someone who legitimately knows the code? It's just a really stupid choice for a code.
Walk away, boy. Just walk away.
Yeah, you and your little peasant getup really scare me. But yeah, that's one thing I didn't like about this game, was just the fact they dropped the NPCs like that. It was just pathetically stupid. Plus, if you kill this guy, you don't even need him, because this wall right here, switch that opens that door as well. Likewise, if you look really closely on your map, there's an extra little bit on it. You can't tell because the map is really, really great. It's worse than Doom's map, to be honest. But it does kind of give you an indicator there's something there, as opposed to this corner. But I do believe that'll be it for now. This will lead us into the Rebels base. We're going to head down there and see what we can do, but that'll be next time on Bloodbath Strife. This is Mike signing out.